probably about 4 years ago, I started prostituting.
My mom started selling me at the age of 8, 9 years old.
And I seen this little midget guy in the dark.
My dad died when I was 3. My husband hung himself in my attic.
I really do want to get clean.
In 8 days, I lost my Mercedes, my job, my kids.
This is xylazine. It is now in Baltimore. This is what it's doing to our arms. It's staining our skin.
I got kidnapped by a pimp when I was 17.
This living room had clear painter's tarp on it. And I was butt naked, run down the street.
We're not out here having fun, I promise you that. It's not. It was fun years ago when we were smoking weed, dancing, drinking, having fun, but the fun stopped a long time ago. Baltimore, not Baltimore. We in Baltimore. Like a boss.
My name's Ariel. I'm 26, and I'm from Brooklyn. I grew up here my whole life. I started using drugs probably like 9 years old. It was the only way like I could be close with my mother. So I started selling them, but I spent more time with her when I would get out. And then next thing you know, I had a fucking opiate addiction. So I started off smoking weed because my mom thought it would be funny. I used to take little like videos and stuff like that, because I'd be all high eating and being dumb, like I was entertainment for her and her friends pretty much. And just gradually like got worse. I got into harder drugs. She'll let me take shots with her. And then next thing you know, I was getting drunk every weekend with her and her like 40-year-old friends. And then about 16, I started doing like triple C's and stuff like that. Like robo-tripping pretty much, in the same category as I did it. And that's when things went just straight downhill. I was living with my grandparents and everything was really, like I had a very good childhood when I was with my grandma's. But at 7 years old, I started going to my mom's house. And that's when I was introduced to the partying, the learning how to fucking bring back adults from time and time again. I'd have to just slam the door, call the police, or get ice and hit my mom until she'd wake up, just shit like that. Turn my stepdad, and it was like a 4 times a month thing, like at least somebody in the house. And then got left by my grandparents, and I was stuck in my mother's house. So I was basically the entertainment, sexually, and like something to laugh at, and somebody just use and throw around, and you do shit you don't want to do. Like my mom started selling me at the age of fucking 8, 9 years old. She started tricking me out. At the same time, I was being sexually assaulted by my stepdad. Then that's when my mom started getting abusive, because she was jealous that he started touching me. So she started tricking me out more and more to more people at once. It's dehumanizing. Then I got with this guy who saved me from a very abusive relationship. Well, I thought he saved me, but he turned out to be a wannabe pimp. And he told me like the dates I didn't even know were dates. Like he told me it was something that he was sexually into. So I thought I was doing something like to please him, not on the date aspect, because it was online. So like in my head, I'm not, you know, like I'm making my partner happy. And then I realized when he said fuck the online and had me out here 5 days a week, no sleep. I was literally 70 pounds soaking wet. And not a dollar to my name. Every dollar got handed to him. That I'm tricking. And I got away from him, and it's just been, I was like, alright, he was doing it, so why not? You know, like, I had no other way. It's all I knew, you know, pretty much from a child. The only way I feel like is the quickest way I can take care of everybody I need to.
You resent your mom?
But I resent the fact that I resent her, if that makes any sense.
Real talk. Real.
Because I feel bad.
What would it take for you to forgive yourself?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to. Because in a way, I feel like I could have been stronger. And I could have just been, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, I could have just took care of things more with my mom and she wouldn't be dead. And maybe would have finally got an apology from her or something. And I don't know, because she was starting to get better. That's when everything hit, because as I said, I was getting high since a kid. So I had no time to process any of that. And that's the first time, so when I had the 3 years clean, it's the first time that I would like sat there and thought about my mom really jerked me the fuck out. And how a mother could do that to somebody, you know, like, especially a child. I just never understood. I can't grasp it. So that's one of the things that even when I was clean, I started smoking weed again. Because I can't deal with that shit. Especially with her not being alive. I can't deal with it without, because there's no way to like fix the, I don't know, to get the amend, her make the amends, like her make it and me make it as well. Like she's not there. So I can't hear her side and why she did things, and I also can't like tell her like how she hurt me, and basically I don't know if any of that's making any sense, but my mom never did anything sexually. But my stepdad, from the age of 7 until 13, him and his friends would like touch me and stuff. It started off with just tickling. And it slowly escalated more and more from tickling to him just touching, penetration, and that would happen every night. I thought it was because it started off with him just tucking me in and spending daddy-daughter time because I never had a dad, so I didn't know. He told me that it was a special thing that fathers and their children did together. Like in their daughters, it was a little secret they had. So, like, I know that sounds stupid as fuck. Like, I was 7 and I was excited to finally have a dad. And at first it wasn't bad. It was just tickling and reading a book and cuddling. And it just got worse and worse and worse. But things slowly are getting better. But it's hard for me to trust men in general. And people in general. Because it's like, how the fuck can I trust anyone when everyone I've ever loved just hurts me? Like, I feel like I was there for me to care about people and to be at people's use and disposal. Like, I feel like that's my purpose from God. You know? I respect myself, but how can I say I respect myself when I'm still that pussy at the end of the day? Like, I know that might be a little too, like, blunt, but... And then how do I expect my man to respect me? Because that's what I'm doing, you know? Every time I get in the car, every time I do a date, whether it be even just not even anything sexual, it just still makes me feel disgusting. Because I'm literally like giving my body to somebody for fucking $. You know? That's something my grandma told me was, you know, like supposed to be held up the, you know, at the highest of highs. Give it to people that deserve it. How many keep it? Everybody buy a cigarette also.
Says you can't talk to your mother because she's not here. But since she's not here, what would you say to her if she was?
You know where to go.
Could she do it? And I just want to know why. Because I'm an addict as well, and I just can't grasp how she could hurt me like that. And I'd basically tell her, like, I resent you. Like, I love you, but I resent you. Like, you brought me to this world, but you also ruined, you know? Because she was able to go and leave. and leave me with all the trauma and the broken bridges and everything for me. I got left with my sisters, with my grandparents before they passed, with all the debt, everything. I got bullshit. Fuck all that, all the fucking damage she fucking did to my brain. She all the PTSD, all the fucking drug abuse and drug use and memories. Like, yeah, she left me with it. She gets the easy way out. So,
Do you love yourself?
I don't think so. Because how could I? You know, like, I'm out here doing this and getting high and, like, I don't know. I just see myself as just, as I said, put here for other people. I don't think I'm really worth, I don't know. I don't think I'm worth much anymore. The only living family member I have left is my little sister. Everybody else is dead. I'm out here alone. I don't want her to feel like I did. She's already drinking. She's 13. And her dad, it was my stepdad, the one that raped me. He's doing the same thing to her. So I want to be able to be there for her. And I can't right now. So I know I have to be clean. I'm just scared. Which is like everybody's answer, but it's like I'm scared. Like, I don't deal with this shit. You know, like, when I'm clean and I'm alone, then what do I do? Like, out here, I have shit to distract me every day, you know? I'm moving from the time I wake up to whenever I decide to go to bed. When I'm off drugs, I'm not gonna be. So it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I'm 42 years ago. I started sniffing her. I got with a guy. Ended up having a baby with him. My son is 15 years old now. So I was with him for 15 years. So it was mainly just doing hair. Probably about 2019, my mom passed away and I started smoking crack. And probably about 4 years ago, I started prostituting. I always pretty much kept a job, but my kids got took from me, and so my journey of prostitution started, and it's been pretty much fucked up ever since. I've been in about 4 different treatment centers. The longest I've been clean is probably about 5 months. But I'm still out here, so I'm still struggling. I still want to get clean, just not right now. I got kidnapped by a pimp when I was 17. And in New York City, I was working up there as a stripper. But I wasn't doing drugs, then, but I was kind of introduced to him. I stayed with the pimp guy for about 3 years. My mother finally got me back. And I was living in Brooklyn, New York, on Flatbush and Lincoln Road. Came back to Baltimore. So the prostitution stuff always been on and off. I really do want to get clean because I'm losing control of having my son starting to show me a lot of resentment. And I don't like that. I got a 20-year-old son that also worries about me. But I really do want to get clean. I mean, I feel like I don't know where to start. Like, what's hard to explain?
What would you say to somebody who's headed down this road?
I was telling them to get out while they can. Ain't nothing out here but death and jail. I was telling them to get out while they can. Because these streets out here, they eat you up, spit you out. After 18 months over Baltimore City Jail, 2015, I've been to Rikers Island before. years ago. The last time I was incarcerated was 3 years ago. I caught a charge in Leesburg, Virginia, for nickel crack. Stayed in jail for 25 days. Baltimore held me till they came and got me. And I finally just got my warrants lifted. So I had to go back to court next year in March.
So what would you say a lot of the females' main source of income is out of here?
So, people got sugar daddies, finessing, bottom raw dates. Probably make up to $500 a day. If you really put your mind to it and discipline yourself. Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm Alicia. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Annapolis. I'm a county girl. Been on West Side probably about a year. I'm usually from South Baltimore. I've been in South Baltimore for about 8 years. I've been back out here 4 years. I had 4 years clean. And then I came home and my son had taken charges. He was young, so he was 15. He took charges for a gang, ended up with 9 felonies. A bunch of shit happened. I didn't want him to die, so I started getting high. So I brought him out here with me, and I've been stuck ever since. I don't know, at 15 when I started getting high still. And it was easy at first. It was real easy. I've been since I was 25. In 8 days, I lost my Mercedes, my job, my kids when I relapsed. I got kidnapped on Payson. I got kidnapped for 4 days, chained to a bed, constantly. I had a baby born addicted 5 years ago. He was dead when he was born. They brought him back though. He's 5 now. He's in good condition. I gave him up for adoption. My mom has him. I have 4 boys altogether. And when I lost them, I lost everything. That's kind of what made me give up, you know? My son, he's clean. He has every year clean now. I don't know. It's not worth it. This shit sucks every day. It's a Groundhog Day every day. Same shit, same people. You know, growing up, you're taught to like go away from violence and shit. You go towards gunshots in this life. Like, don't scare you no more. People don't scare you. You don't have feelings no more. You're not a human. You know, you walk over people when you see them, like, you know, they're not dead or whatever. You walk over them, they're in your way. Like, all your morals go out the window. Who you are goes out the window. The pain you cause your family, you just become a demon. So when I got kidnapped, I'm not exactly sure. I think I was on Smallwood. I was in an alley. Last thing I remember was bending over. I was with some dude. I was smoking coke. And I bent over to put a hit on my stem. And I seen this little midget guy in the dark. And I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? And that's the last thing I remember. I woke up on Payson, chained to his bed. My mom goes to the police, right? And the police don't care. Police are like, she's a prostitute. She's got warrants. We're not gonna, they didn't do shit. So my mom was looking for me. I'll get into that in a minute, but finally he let me take my second shower and he left the door open. I was able to get out. And when I went through his living room had clear painter's tarp on it. And I was butt naked, run down the street. Some more shit. The whole time the man got me high and raped me. But I got out. 6 weeks later, that detective that didn't care, he called my mom because a girl's body got found in Carroll Park, wrapped up in the clear painter's tarp. He cared then, of course. But through me, my mom started, it's called The Missing of Baltimore City. It's got like 20,000 followers. So she's brought a lot of people home, a lot of girls home, a lot of kids home. So my mom's doing big things, which is pretty cool. So I get away from him, and then he finds me the next day, and we're on Monroe, and I had just copped, and he gets this girl to come up on me and beat the shit out of me. So the dealer was like, yo, get away from here. So I jump up and I run towards Wilkins, thinking, it's the main road. She ain't gonna come after me. She definitely did. She definitely came after me, beat my head into the ground. And there's definitely God, because at the same time, my best friend, Veronica, she's dead now, her and her sugar daddy, they pulled up and they were able to grab me and pull me in the truck. Like, so I made it through them 4 days, and then I turned around and made it through the beating in the morning. And that was about 3 years ago. I'm jammed up. I'm sorry.
Okay. What would it take for you to get off the street?
I don't know. I've lost my kids. I just got out of jail. Like, when I went to court on Friday. I only had a technical, but I had a warrant. I had a detainer in Howard. So they would let me go to rehab. Well, Howard County ended up coming to pick me up. And because I didn't go bed to bed, Queen Anne's put another warrant on me. So it's like having warrants, you never get clean because you can't do shit with your life. You feel me? But it's like, I don't know if I have a bottom at this point. Like, I've lost my kids. I've done everything imaginable. All my friends are dead. I'm the only one left out of every single one of my friends. And so it's like, I'm here for a reason. I'm trying to figure out what that reason is, you know? But I love getting high. I don't have a sad story. Like, I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was rich as shit. My dad had his own electric company. I was given everything. Like, you know, $2,000, $3,000 wasn't shit growing up. And when my mom got divorced from my dad, you know, I had a habit. Like, I didn't have it away. It was no oxys or pills, whatever. It was, I was in love with a guy. He did, I did dope. And, you know, once you have a hair habit, you do anything to get it. And you do stupid shit that you don't even remember you do. I broke into a fucking snowball stand like 2 years ago. I didn't steal nothing. I broke in to eat snowballs. Like, and now I got felony charges because of that shit. But, I don't know. I don't know what brought me to West Side. It's dangerous as shit here. Most people are scared out here. I feel at home out here. I went to Westminster when I got out of jail. Like, you know, it's a county out there. And you know, there's no gunshots. There's no people trapping on the corner. There's no boys on their motorcycle. It's awkward to me being around that quietness, you know?
I was from Pasadena, and then I moved to Carroll County when I was 13. My mom got me out there to get away from boyfriends, things like that. Miss America League pageant, just in township class. State life, spelling bees, a lot of good stuff in my life. And my dad died when I was 3. My mom raised me, and she had a stroke at 37. Blood clot went to her brain. I had to bury her. And 6 months later, my husband hung himself in my attic. My daughter watched him do it 9 days for her 3rd birthday. 8 months pregnant, lost my baby. All at once, lost my business, my house. I started eating pain medicines and Xanax things for psychiatric, and abuse them. The doctor cuts you off, and you start withdrawing, and you go to what other people go to, marijuana. And was about 26 years old before I did dope, and I got on it by a best friend that I used to try to keep clean. I come up here every day and get her dope and go home and take care of her kids, and eventually I was sick, and she gave me a pill, and I would take care of everybody's kids in the neighborhood, do good, and eventually I started on the streets, and prostitution was game. Money was not there. Prostitution goes from $120 at a time down to $20 a day now. And that they'll offer you anything they can. They'll take advantage of you. I've been put in a trunk, took to Florida, kidnapped, robbed, just whipped. A lot of girls out here, I wanted to change. I went to jail. I got pregnant, and I wrote to jail and asked them for somewhere to go. They put me in the CAT program. I went to Mountain Manor from there, Galdinsia, and I just stayed with the program. I went to college, got an associate's degree, started in addictions counseling. I left my pharmacology class and got hit by a drunk driver and broke this hip right here. As you see, broken hip. I now walk I have one leg that's straight and one leg that's not. By John Hopkins Hospital, chief surgeon orthopedics. This is 4 hip replacement later. They put me in a nursing home where I was being harassed sexually and given. They were giving out Percocets in the hospital illegally. I got hooked back on medications again, and when you're released, you have nothing. So you go back to what? Dope. And back to the streets. You have nowhere to go. My daughter is 17. She's been in foster care for 12 years. She found me last month when I was in jail. And she's bright, she's beautiful. She's the opposite. You get one or the other, which is the addiction to they end up like us and they're on the streets, or there's children that use. So 16 years old, I have seen 14-year-old girls out here tricking in Pennsylvania Avenue. My daughter is gifted in time to classes, fully paid ride to University of Florida to be a marine wildlife biologist. She doesn't understand. She keeps telling me she's gonna kill me. And she ran away a month ago, and she doesn't want to get back to her foster mom. She wants to be with me, but she doesn't understand why I can't. I met up with her, and all I could do was tell her I had to go around the corner to deal with why all these things I did to her. And she's not enough. It's not her. It's not families. It's not people that we love. It's the shit we've done to people, the things that we are. This is what I look at, and this is what I got to face my people when I go to Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving. These are here forever. Those don't go away. I can be me again. I can laugh at the table, but they're always going to look. People will always judge, they'll think things, and we can't live with that. So even when we come home for a little bit, like my best friend's clean right now, my daughter's congratulating her. I said, give her a month. She'll be back. And she's like, why would you say that? I say that because nobody ever makes it completely out. I had 5 years clean, and I'm back out here again. And I was running meetings, women's coalition groups, service positions. And this is where, as you see, this is where I live. This is where I live. Literally, I sleep outside. If I sleep. I've been about 4 days now. I don't eat much. I weigh about 26. Normally, I'm like 180 and 60. I don't have any teeth. They're gone. And now as a result of the car accident as well. My nose has been broken several places. My jaw is broken. My collarbone, I fell on my face off the bus stop. I never went to the hospital for any of that. Finger is broken completely. That's from cleaning glass off somebody's porch, cracked stems and bottles that were on the old lady's porch. I wiped off for her. The glass got stuck in my hand. These are most recent. This is xylazine. This is now in Baltimore. This is what it's doing to our arms. It's staining our skin. And you can scrub it. It doesn't come off. This is what they're putting in our cookies. And this is not a bad thing. I was on when I did this. And this is what it's doing to my arms. And this is 1 month of using. That is where I peeled back today, literally, and it's eating holes in our skin. That's what's not missing, nothing bad. Health, I have a hernia here and a hernia here. There's a hernia here and hernia here. This is from not eating and my stomach intestines rupturing. Too much weight loss too fast. Your body doesn't know how to handle it, I guess. The large intestine ruptures, and it comes to when you eat, then it would expand. And you see it sticks out like that. It's a lot of physical elements that you get. You can see my feet. The difference. This is my bad foot. Let's go foot. See how that's all cracked? I depend on this foot, but not that one. From the bad hip. See the cracking? And I've been wearing tennis shoes up until maybe 2 days ago, and that's how bad they're. There's glass in this foot. You can see right there where the bubble was. I went to the hospital. They cut it out and sent me right back with nothing. So now it's a bubble that I've had to pop and keep wearing like this. These are the things that we do ourselves, and I'm supposed to go to rehab Monday, and I want to get clean more than anything, and I know that people are listening right now, and they don't think that I'm serious, and you look at me, and it's disgusting. I know it's disgusting, but when I leave, what am I going to do? I'm going to go get another fix and get some more dope, not be in pain for all this, you get it? And then the emotional part is the cocaine. Then you got to do cigarettes and weed and liquor, and it just becomes a lot. And what do? You got to come out here and risk your life to hustle up money. I don't steal or boost. That's not my thing. So I prostitute for money. It's the lowest thing. I didn't even know prostitution was real when I came to Baltimore. I said, this ain't Las Vegas. This ain't Pretty Woman. Nobody has sex for money. It's for free, for love. What are you talking about? He said, girl, you got green. I knew nothing of it. I came from Carroll County, 750 people, Tony Town. Like when we moved out there, that was all I knew. And where would you see that? Where would you see prostitution in Carroll County? Where would you see a need? My mom didn't know what crack was. So she brought me home on my vanity every night, roses from her crack stems. I know now. They had different colored roses. And she said, do you know what these are used for? I said, what? Yeah, Mom, I know. She was green. Glenberry high school cheerleading captain. Like my dad was in a band, rock and roll band. Hammer Jack, she worked at. My family did not. Nobody does drugs. Like they're all out in Carroll County and have businesses and family. And I am the black sheep of the family, but yet nobody was there when I was going down, when everybody was dying. Show the love out here, show what's going on. This, at least, you know what I mean? Show people what the fuck they don't see. People ride by and look, but do you stop and ask what their story is? Where's their kid? I got a daughter that cries every night. She's a cutter. She's been put in the hospital because she thinks that she's not enough for me. And I want to kill myself, but if I do, she's going to kill herself and not want to live. You understand? So please just take it easy on people, yo, and just try to help more. All you got to do is lend a hand and talk to somebody, yo. That's all you got to do. We're not out here having fun, I promise you that. It was fun years ago when we were smoking weed, dancing, drinking, having fun, but the fun stopped a long time ago. And the government does not care. Rehab is not as easy as y'all think it is. I got Narcan the other day in an alley, and I laid there for 6 hours. Tossing into an alley and couldn't get up. And a pile of dirt was filthy when I got up. And all I wanted was another fix of dope when I got up. Because it wiped everything out of me. And I said, this is what I would go through if I wanted to get clean, because I was going to call the ambulance and go to rehab that night. I said, well, it's all out of me because they wipe your receptors clean. I was tossing and turning, ready to go to the bathroom myself. I was laying on the ground. I couldn't control my back or my body, and that's what Narcan is. So it's not as easy as y'all think it is. It's really not. I know a guy that's been to rehab 6 days this week, and he left every time. So just try to share with people, yo, what y'all doing. Gotta do what you gotta do and try to share it with people, yo. Shit's fucked up out here. Thanks, guys.